Hey, what up, fam? How the hell are you? BP here, and welcome to the channel. Today, I'll be talking about OBS Studios. I'll show you where to download it and how to use some of the basic functions to get you started as a streamer. For those of you who are already familiar with the program, this should be a good refresher for you in your future videos. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe down below and leave comments to let me know what future videos you guys want to see. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with OBS Studio. To download it, you can go ahead and go to Google and type in OBS Studios. It should be that first link there. Or you can go ahead and type in obsproject.com and it'll bring you to this window. You have a couple options here: Windows, Mac, and Linux. Whatever you have, just click it and it'll bring up the installer there at the bottom. Okay, so once you've installed it, you should have your OBS Studios up here. What you guys will see though is something like this. Once you get started, you'll see something like this. Go ahead and name it whatever you want to name it. Hit OK, and it'll bring you to this window. This window here is specify what you want to use this program for. Optimized for streaming, recording is secondary. Optimized for recording, I won't be streaming. Just read through and then select the option that fits you best. Now for my current setup, I have the ability to use 1920 and by 1080 and FPS. I have some options here. I picked the top one because my computer can sustain it, right? So just play around with the settings, see what works for you and your setup, and go ahead and hit next. Here we can skip this. I'll show you how to get to it in the settings. I'll explain to you what a stream key is and how to connect your account and all that stuff, right? So we'll go ahead and skip that for now. Okay, so here's your OBS Studio platform. Some things I want to point out here at the top is files. These will have a few different things in here you can go through and look at. Edit, view, profiles. These are all, you can add new profiles, duplicate other profiles, import, export, scene selection, tools, and help, right? So we're not going to go over those now because this is just the basics. So what we'll do is we'll look down here. This is the important stuff. So scenes, sources, audio mixer, scene transitions, and then controls. So we'll go over scenes first. What a scene is basically a canvas that holds all your sources, right? So let me delete this out of here. So I can add, this is my scene, right? So I can add to this scene any of the following, and I'll just let you guys read them. Take a second to read them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a background, right? So I'll go ahead and open an image, browse, and find the background I want for this scene. I'll hit OK. I'll right click and then I'll transform to fit screen. Alright, some things that I want to show you that took me a while when I was getting started to figure out, that was super helpful later on, is you can adjust the picture like this. You can also adjust it by holding the shift key down and adjusting it this way. That kind of holds it in place, right? Or you can adjust it by holding the Alt key and kind of cropping out the picture a little bit, however you want to crop it out. Okay, do that however you want. But what I want for this is I want to fit the screen because I want that to be my background. What I can't show you now is any video because I have my streaming software, OBS software, open in another video, so I can't actually bring my video up because I'm using my camera to record this. But what I can do is I can add see, some music, right? I'll show you how to add some music by putting media source, hitting OK, and I want to loop this because I got the music online. I'll put some links in the description below for you guys to check out places to get music. So I want to loop it because depending on how long my video is, if I want the music to go the whole way through the video, I want it to repeat, right? So that's what that loop is going to do. I hit browse, and I'll pick something right here, okay? And I'll hit OK. And what should happen is now I have the music down here in my audio mixer, right? So here's my music. I can adjust the volume, whether I want it low or a high to play in my stream. Usually I keep it down here just in the background while I'm doing my stream so people can hear me talk through the headset, right? Here's my mic. I can adjust that as well if I want to be softer or louder. And any of my desktop audio that's coming through, which I don't have on right now. Alright, another thing I want to show you too is there's places online where you can get streaming graphics. Typically what you'll do is you'll bring them in here as a media source, right? You'll hit OK, and you also want it to loop, especially if it's a graphic that is not static, right? Where it shows you different stuff. So I'm going to show you right now. It shows you different graphics, right? So this, for example, this is what I put around my videos and on my gaming streams. So what I'll do, like I talked to you guys about earlier, is I'll hold the Alt down because I don't want any of this stuff here. Hold the Alt button down and I'll crop that out. I'll crop this out, and then I'll crop this out, right? I'll hold in the Alt button, and then I can widen it to fit whatever my camera size is here. I can hold my Shift button and make this wider, smaller, bigger, smaller, however I want to do it, right? To fit my actual video stream, right? Okay, so now that we got that down, kind of talk about audio mixer here for a second. Here's my mic. What I'll do is I'll hit the settings, and then I can go to advanced audio properties. And one thing that I want to go over with you is audio monitoring, right? And this allows you the opportunity, right, to monitor only and mute the output of whatever it is, or monitor and output of whatever source that is, right? So play around with these settings a little bit till you get familiar, you kind of understand how these work, and kind of fine-tune your audio to your stream. Scene transitions. So if I had another scene, right, I'll add another scene, scene 2, kind of do the same thing here, add an image real quick, browse. So this allows me to transition between scenes, and it tells me the duration that I want to transition, or I tell it the duration that it takes to transfer in between the scenes, right? 1600 milliseconds between the transitions. If I change this to, say, 500, right? This is what it's going to look like. A little bit quicker, right? Quicker transition. And then I can change the type of transition it is, where it just cuts straight to it. And then I can just add whatever I want from here, right? All right, now on the right here, controls. This is how you actually start your streaming, stop your streaming, start recording, stop recording. But one thing I want to show you before we go into settings, studio mode, right? So what this does is, if you, on the right side, it shows you the actual screen that's up right now, the scene that's up right now. And then if you want to pull up another scene to see, to prepare it to transition over, you can do that, right? So scene 2, hit transition, and then there it is. That's what you're actually displaying. Okay, now we'll go over settings real quick, just to make sure you're good to go. So for streaming, right? Twitch, YouTube, whatever you pick, right? So YouTube, for example, stream key. You'll go to YouTube, you'll get the stream key from YouTube, and you'll paste it into here, right? And what happens is when you start your stream, you'll hit apply, you'll start your stream, and then it should push your stream over to YouTube and start. But for you to stream on YouTube, you'll need to have a YouTube account. The same with Facebook, obviously, or Twitch, right? So make sure you have your account set up. I'll go over that in another video just to kind of get a little bit more in depth with that. All right. Let's see what else we got here. We'll stay in settings. And I'll create a couple more videos kind of explaining what I use as far as my outputs, my audio, all this stuff. I'll go over how to fine tune your audio, set hotkeys, and then your video. But yeah, that's OBS Studios in a nutshell. There are a few more things that you can use or look through, but for the most part, this will go ahead and get you started as a streamer. Once again, I appreciate the support. Thanks for coming to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. And until next time, let me know if you need anything in the comments below. I'm out.